Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your podcast host, Hanju Lee, and you are listening to Better Golf Daily, where I introduce one concept, one research-backed idea, and one thing you can take straight to the golf course. Let's go. You three-putted again. This is one of the toughest holes, and you hit two great shots to get on the green, pin high. All you had to do was two putt and move on. But you just missed a short 3-footer. It didn't just lip out. You completely missed it. And you three-putted again. And there it is. That hot, tight feeling climbing up your chest. Your grip tightens on the putter. You want to snap something. Every golfer knows this feeling, and almost every golfer handles it the same way. They either explode or they clamp down and pretend that it's not there. And guess what? Both of those are the wrong move, because what if that feeling is actually trying to hand you something useful and you keep throwing it away before you even read it? This is the last episode in our 5-part series on Tendler's book, Everyday Golf Psychology. And we called it Closing the Gap, because Tendler's whole argument is that the mental game isn't about your overall ability. It's about the space between your best round and your worst round. And we started by tearing down that golf is 90% mental myth. And we looked at luck as a skill nobody trains. Then we talked about how Tendler turned his own collapse at a US Open qualifier into 20-year career. And last time, we looked at why a swing that's automatic on the range falls apart the second a scorecard is on the line. And today, we're going to talk about closing the loop with the thing underneath all of it: frustration. Here's Tendler's core idea, and I want you to slow down on it because it's the whole episode. The emotion itself isn't the problem. The anger, frustration, whatever you want to call it, is not what's wrong with you. Think of it like a check engine light in your car. When that light comes on, you don't scream at the dashboard. The light isn't broken. It's telling you something else is broken somewhere underneath the hood, and you need to go look. Same with frustration. It's not the malfunction. It's pointing at one, usually an expectation you're carrying that doesn't match how golf actually works. Tendler figured this out coaching professional poker players long before he ever wrote about golf. When a player got furious after losing a hand, he didn't tell them to calm down. He asked one question: "Hey, what were you expecting right before you got mad?" And almost every time the answer was some version of, "I expected to win that hand," which sounds fine until you realize nobody wins every hand, not even the best player alive. The anger wasn't really about losing. It was about carrying an expectation the game never agreed to. Now bring that to your 3-putt. In the moment, the anger just feels like anger. Big, hot, no shape to it, but slow it down and it's pointing at something exact. Say you expected to make every putt inside 15 feet. No one does that, not even the tour pros. That's the difference between the feeling and the belief underneath it. The feeling is loud and shapeless. You can't do anything with "I'm mad, but I expected to make every putt inside 15 feet" as a sentence you can actually check. Is that true? Is that how golf works? No. Tour pros make roughly half their putts from that range. So now you got something to fix. Not your emotions, your expectations. You lower it to something real, and once you actually believe the real number, the next miss doesn't blindside you the same way because you were never promised the thing that you were mad about losing. So here's how you use this on the course in real time. Next time that heat arises after a bad shot, don't stuff it down. Don't let it run the next 3 holes. Ask yourself one quick question fast. What did I just expect that didn't happen? Not, why am I so mad? That just spins you in a circle. What did I expect? You'll get an answer in a couple seconds, and it's usually something a little unrealistic. Once you name it, something shifts. You're not white-knuckling the anger anymore. You turn big, shapeless feeling into one specific, slightly ridiculous sounding sentence. And it's a lot easier to let go of a ridiculous sentence than a wave of anger you can't even explain. And that's really what this whole series has been about. The gap between your best round and your worst round isn't closed by trying harder or staying calmer. It's closed by getting honest, shot by shot, about what you are actually expecting from yourself out there. Frustration, it turns out, is the most honest messenger you got. So 5 ideas, 1 book, 1 theme running underneath all of it. The gap isn't your swing. It's in what you believe your swing owes you. Thanks again for tuning in, everyone. Talk to you next time. Until then, don't calm down. Get curious. Bye for now.